Greetings and salutations. This is MazezRealm, and there is no need to check your eyes because this actually is Call of Duty Classic. This is Call of Duty 1. This is where it all started. So if that intro did not make you squirt in your pants, then this gameplay is sure to do that. It will definitely not disappoint. This right here is where it all started. Right in the shed. Right by these weird looking bushes. Right by this trench. And very poor lawn landscapes. Right by a well. This is where it all started. And yes, if you're wondering where the fuck the enemy is, trust me, by now, I was wondering the same thing. But that's actually what made this game so intense, was how very slow-paced it was. And how, if you weren't careful, you would get shot right in the butthole. And be left to die in a terrible, terrible World War II sprint. But the sound in this game was actually pretty good, so if you heard that sniper shot, I heard it too. And I was looking for him, and there he was. And there it was. First blood. Anyway, this game was the first Call of Duty that I ever played. I actually played it on PC. This is actually gameplay of Call of Duty Classic on Xbox Arcade, which plays very similar to how it did on PC. The graphics have been greatly improved quite a bit. And some of the main features in Call of Duty Classic were the ability to melee with your gun, for one, as you just saw me do right there. There was no knife in this one, so you would have to melee with your gun, and it was not a one-hit kill. You'd have to beat the shit out of them with your gun, so it made the melee a little bit more intense. Also, you had no regenerating health in this game. If you played the campaign, you would find health packs conveniently put in strategic places throughout the maps. On multiplayer, there was no health regeneration or health packs. So you had to basically be epic. And if you did take a little bit of damage, you would have to walk around with your health bar at bare minimum. So basically, it was like playing hardcore all the time, except for the fact that you would take a little bit more damage than you do in present times on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 or any other one of those more recent Call of Duty games. So what I'm using right now, I'm using the American loadout because I just wanted to be patriotic today. And I'm using the M1911 for my secondary, and obviously you start out with the empty frag grenades instead of the Stalingranat that the Germans use. So right now I figured that this was a major choke point in this map. This was a classic deathmatch, which is also known as a free-for-all now, on Bricotte. That's the name of the map. I'm sure you guys would remember that if you played the original Call of Duty. Most people are probably not familiar with this game at all. In fact, the majority of the Call of Duty, I guess you could say the Call of Duty players, did not play Call of Duty until Call of Duty 4. Me, however, I happen to be an actual fan of the franchise, so I played every single Call of Duty there has been, including Call of Duty 2, a big red one, which was an exclusive PS2 DLC expansion pack for Call of Duty 2. So I played that as well. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to post the videos for that because of the fact that I no longer have that. So I will most likely be doing a commentary on Call of Duty 2 for the next Throwback Call of Duty series. And what the fuck? That was a hell of a headshot. Holy shit. Of course, I was checking the score. I wanted to make sure that I was not losing at this point because I had a strong start. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So, anyway, this is a very, very long gameplay and not a lot happens. So there's not much to talk about other than the fact that I am walking by a bunch of bushes and trees and this guy is being a sneaky bastard. And he was actually on the edge of the map, right at the edge of the minefield. And he fucked me up. And at this point, the score is tied 3-3. And I'm like, you know what? I got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And I don't want this bastard to win. So I'm going to do the same exact thing and walk over here by the minefield. Now, interestingly enough, Infinity Ward has actually kept a lot of the same elements of the classic Call of Duty in their more modern games. If you guys remember in Modern Warfare 2, that one map Wasteland had similar map layouts, I guess, in which there were not minefields, but you would die by radiation if you left outside the map. And that was definitely brought in from Call of Duty 1 and Call of Duty Classic, where the minefields would have the same effect, except you would just blow up. That was basically the effect of it. So, a lot of things have been carried on. There is one thing that, one feature in particular in this game that I love, and I wish they would bring back somehow in Call of Duty. I'm sure it would be a little bit tough to implement that or this in the more modern ones, just because of the fact that the weapon balancing would be a lot more difficult. But in Call of Duty 1, you were able to select fire on, obviously on fully automatic weapons, most of them anyway. You'd be able to select fire. You would be able to switch from single shot to fully automatic by clicking your left analog stick. And I thought that was fucking awesome, because the recoil in this game, basically, it's like if they really gave you a Thompson in real life and would toss you into trenches. That's exactly how it felt. I mean, the guns kicked like a goddamn mule in this game. So sometimes switching over to single shot really would save your ass. In fact, 9 times out of 10 it would save your ass. So I do like the fact that they had that in this game. Unfortunately, that was the last time that appeared on the franchise. In Call of Duty 2, they balanced the weapons like they do now. So they would not allow you to select fire, which sucks, because I really do like that feature, and it made it very strategic. And of course, as you can tell, in this game, there was no such thing as sprinting. Apparently, Infinity Ward thought that sprinting was not attainable in World War II. Everybody just walked around, crouched down, and sneaked around everywhere in trenches. So, it would make firefights a lot more intense, including quickscope battles, which were so much fun in Call of Duty Classic and Call of Duty 2, and even Call of Duty 3, simply because you couldn't sprint. So it would make it epic. You would be strapping the enemy, kind of like this guy's trying to do right now. And he actually has a Springfield and I kicked his ass with my M1A1 carbine. It was pretty fucking awesome. And so that's basically the gameplay of Call of Duty Classic. It's an awesome game. I used to play the hell out of it back in the day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this this commentary. And keep an eye out for Call of Duty 2. I'll probably be posting a commentary for that next week, so just keep an eye out for that. Subscribe if you'd like. And until next time, this is MazezRealm. I'm out.